welcome to Peggy Williams Field, the site of this year's Most Extreme Challenge. I'm your host, Rom Kelly. Today, we will see the top two competitors in the world, Dave Hall and Tamika Smith, show off their mastery of agnastics. They've been training for years just to get to this point, just for a shot at today's trophy. I'm sure tensions are running high on both sides. Before we get into today's action, let's take a look at these two amazing athletes.
Name's Dave Hall. They call me Crazy Dave, or the Walrus. My grandfather was the Eggman, so you can understand the Walrus. I really think I gotta win this one for them. A couple generations, I'm the only one who's yet to win the title, and I want that Excalibur. Tamika, I've been seeing what you've been saying. You've been coming out here, you've been running your mouth, talking all that trash about how you're gonna beat me this Sunday. No. You're going down, you know that? The egg will break, and it's your face that's going.
My name's Tamika. I'm from Oklahoma, and I grew up on a farm with my mom and my dad and my 12 brothers and sisters. You know, I had so many animals growing up, but my favorite of all time was my little chicken, Bella. The love of that chicken is what drove me to do this competition. I have the drive, the dedication, and the love for chicken. I am a chicken lover. All right, babe, you do not know anything about chickens. I know you don't even know how to cook an egg. You don't know the last thing about an egg. You would not even know what an egg looked like if it came into your face. Dave, you are so pathetic. Like, why are you trying to come against me? Like, I am the chicken queen.
All right, we've seen what these two competitors think about each other, but we won't know what's going to actually happen today until after this break.
Imagine yourself serving in today's Peace Corps.
I wanted adventure. I wanted to go out, learn about a new culture, learn a new language, and bring it back to the United States.
You know for sure for 2 years it's going to be like nothing you've ever experienced.
I joined the Peace Corps because I think Peace Corps as a development organization is one of the best in the world.
My dream of becoming a physician, if anything, has become enhanced.
The best part of my experience here, I think, as a volunteer is that I found a second family.
I think one of the best things you can do with your time, it's a great program where you can come and help people out. I'm excited about it.
There's a role for you in Peace Corps. It never really feels like work. You love what you're going through. You're helping people, you're working in the community, and people really appreciate you so much for every little bitty thing that you do.
It's fun.
Make a difference. Join the Peace Corps. It's the toughest job you'll ever love.
Welcome back to the Most Extreme Challenge here at beautiful Peggy Williams Field in Ithaca, New York. I'm your host, Rom Kelly. The competitors are warming up, and I'm safe to say that the competition's going to be amazing today. Before we get on to the rules, I'd like to first interview the two to see what's going through their minds right now. Dave, why do you think you have an edge in today's competition?
It all comes back to family. My family are winners. My grandfather was the Eggman, the legendary Eggman. I'm carrying on his tradition.
Legendary Eggman. Now, I find that interesting because you didn't actually have a grandfather. Could you comment on that for us?
That's a blatant lie, Rom. My grandfather was a great man. Don't try to take that away from him. Just because he beat your grandfather all those years ago.
Okay. Tamika, now, what do you think about the fact that your competitor doesn't actually have the grandfather he claimed to have?
Well, it's the same thing like what he's been saying all along. The fact that he thinks he can beat me is just a blatant lie. So I figured that that's what's going on. He's just a
What's
liar.
going through your head right now?
I'm going to win. I'm going to take this trophy. That's what's going through my head.
Dave, Tamika says she's going to take the trophy. How does that make you feel?
Well, she can't take it if I already have it.
Tamika, if he already has it, what's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Egg soup.
Egg soup, ladies and gentlemen. Egg soup. Now let's get to the rules of competition 1. First off is the egg spoon race. This is possibly one of the most excruciating competitions known to man. The competitors must be fully clothed. That's rule number 1. I cannot stress that enough. Next off, they must run the full length of the track without dropping the egg. If the egg drops, they must start over or they will be disqualified from the event. Lastly, all spoons must pass weight and materials tests by the International Agnostics Board. Let's not hold back any longer, kids. Let's get this started. You know why you're here. On your mark, get set, go. And they're off. Tamika's holding an early lead, but I'm not sure what this means for Dave. They're around the first bend. Dave is now in the lead. They seem very, very confident. They're going very fast today. I would have expected them to be moving a little more slowly. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Tamika, oh, Dave took a pause. I believe he was about to drop his egg. He lost a few seconds there. Tamika's now in the lead. Tamika has won the first competition. Tamika, would you like to come over here and let me know what's going through your mind right now? Absolutely incredible performance.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling wonderful right now. I'm off to a good start.
Dave, you almost dropped your egg around that third bend. That definitely hindered your performance today. What do you think happened? What was going through your mind at that point?
Well, I took the turn and my foot caught in the grass, and I'm just ashamed of myself right now.
I would be ashamed of myself too. But Tamika, do you think that this is going to give you an edge on the rest of the competition since you've won the first event?
Definitely. I have the adrenaline right now. I'm gonna win. I'm taking this.
All right, well, according to the scoreboard, Tamika is up by 1. There's still a lot more to go. As you can see at home, things are starting to fry. Boil and scramble here at the majestic Peggy Williams Field. But they're only getting eggier. So let's get ready. We'll be back for competition 2. Competition 2 is simple, but near impossible for any human to perform. It's the egg spin. Competitors will get 6 eggs each. Some raw, some hard-boiled. The task is to spin the egg, determine whether or not it's hard-boiled. Once a competitor has 3 eggs that they think they're hard-boiled, we'll perform a test. If they're right, they win. If not, something breaks, and I think it's an egg. So, without further ado, let's go to the next video clip we have prepared for you today. Really sorry about that.
Well, to prepare for each match, it's pretty simple. You gotta keep a firm but loose wrist.
It takes a montage to show the spectacular triumphs of amazing individuals. We'll be back with competition 2 and more action here from Peggy Williams Field after this.
We didn't have much to give then.
Oh, sweet, okay.
Thin crop left us with hardly enough apples to fill the stand. So when they showed up firing them mean looks around the place and staring us down on prices, well, I was angry. Didn't seem to bother my father, though. He let them set a fair price. Too low, I thought. Then he did more than I would have done. He had me load another bushel of apples in their trunk. I learned later on that this family was in need. We did the right thing that day.
The greatest gift we give, it's in our heart, what we believe, the way we live.
Caring for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Imagine yourself serving in today's Peace Corps.
I wanted adventure. I wanted to go out, learn about a new culture, learn a new language, and bring it back to the United States.
I joined the Peace Corps because I think Peace Corps as a development organization is one of the best in the world.
You're helping people, you're working in the community, and people really appreciate you so much for every little bitty thing that you do.
It's fun.
Make a difference. Join the Peace Corps. It's the toughest job you'll ever love.
What?
Toughest job you'll ever love.
Welcome back. We're about ready to get started with competition 2, but before we do, I would like to interview both of our contestants one more time. Dave, coming into competition 2, you are the underdog. How does this make you feel?
Actually, even more confident. I have a feeling that I'm going to take the next 2 events.
That's very interesting. Tamika, how do you feel?
Oh, God. I mean, I won the first one. It just goes to show that I'm just going to win the rest of them.
That's quite interesting. All right, guys, you know the rules. Let's get started. Now, they're both getting off to an interesting start. Tamika's rubbing the egg in her hand. This is a technique I haven't yet seen before. Dave is putting his up to his forehead, his trusty forehead that we've heard so much about. Dave's forehead has actually been around since 1923. It's been passed down from family member to family member. All right, Dave's got one egg. Tamika's still deciding. Dave putting the egg to his forehead yet again, spinning it as per the rules. I think Tamika might be having a little bit of trouble here. She seems like she's a little hesitant. She doesn't quite know which technique to use. Dave using the long spin. That's a little risky. I'm not sure Dave is going to be sure of what's going on here. Tamika's going on to her next egg. Dave already seems pretty certain here. He definitely seems like he has the edge. Tamika rubbing the egg between her hands as if that means something. And she's putting it up to her ear as if it's talking to her, as if the egg is communicating with her telepathically or actually speaking to her. Maybe she's high. Dave. Okay, they each have 3 eggs ready. Okay, now comes for the breaking. Dave, time to smash your 3 eggs. Remember, if one of these eggs isn't hard-boiled, Dave has lost the competition. 1 hard-boiled egg. All right, let's go to the next one. We have 2 hard-boiled eggs. Go to the next one. 3 hard-boiled eggs. If Tamika has 1 raw egg, she is the loser. Tamika. We have 1 hard-boiled egg. Tamika's next egg. Tamika's next egg, she's cracking it. Her next egg is hard-boiled as well. We're going on to the next egg. Oh no, it's a raw egg. Tamika has lost the competition. You can see the ooze flowing from that. I definitely would not want to put that in my mouth. Tiebreaker time is now upon us. Each competitor has won 1 competition. Now we're on to the tiebreaker. How do you guys feel right now? This must be extremely intense. You've been working all your lives to get to this point. What's keeping you going at this point?
This is huge. You got baseball game 7, basketball game 7, all those things. This is huge. 3rd round right now, my time.
Do you think that this is bigger than the Boston Red Sox winning the World Series?
Much, much bigger. Nothing taken against them, but this is huge.
Okay. Now, I noticed you used the forehead technique in the last event. Tell us a little bit about the forehead technique.
Well, as you said, my forehead was passed down. It's a genetic trait. My grandfather developed it. He passed it to my father, and thankfully it came to me.
Okay, Tamika, 1 quick comment.
It's a conspiracy, you know? I had it. They spoke to me.
All right. Now we're going to go on to the tiebreaker. Very simply, this is a final test of the competitor's egg accuracy, the egg toss. Competitors must launch an egg at the target, and whoever is closer to the target will take home today's trophy. All right, now it's about to get dirty. Each competitor take 2 eggs. All right, let's go. Tamika, approach first. Tamika's getting ready to throw her first egg, and here she goes. That was very, very close. That was very, very close to the bullseye. Dave will now take his first shot. And the windup. Oh my God, I've never seen that technique before, but it didn't quite work for him. Tamika's now going on to her next egg, her last egg. She's in the lead at this point. Right on the bullseye. Tamika is now ahead. Dave's going to need a bullseye shot in order to take this competition. Oh, off to the side. Tamika has clearly won today's competition. Tamika, this must be absolutely incredible. Tell me what you were feeling in the last competition.
Oh my God, I mean, this is for Bella. This is for Bella. I'm just so happy right now.
All right, it's time to go to break. After we come back, we'll have the awards ceremony for this year's egg competition.
Imagine yourself serving in today's Peace Corps.
I wanted adventure. I wanted to go out, learn about a new culture, learn a new language, and bring it back to the United States.
You know for sure for 2 years it's going to be like nothing you've ever experienced.
I joined the Peace Corps because I think Peace Corps as a development organization is one of the best in the world.
My dream of becoming a physician, if anything, has become enhanced.
The best part of my experience here, I think, as a volunteer is that I found a second family.
I think one of the best things you can do with your time, it's a great program where you can come and help people out. I'm excited about it.
There's a role for you in Peace Corps. It never really feels like work. You love what you're going through. You're helping people, you're working in the community, and people really appreciate you so much for every little bitty thing that you do.
It's fun.
Make a difference. Join the Peace Corps. It's the toughest job you'll ever love.
Welcome back. Now time for the awards ceremony. We've been waiting for this moment for over a year, and now, Tamika, the Excalibur is yours.
Oh, it's such an honor.
Talk some trash about our friend Dave here.
Oh God, he's such a loser. Like, I mean, you feel like a little girl. What were you doing over there?
Dave, you throw like a little girl. What does that do to your forehead?
The forehead has nothing to do with it. I will admit that I did throw like a little girl right there. I do not deserve that trophy, but neither does she.
All right. We've seen the most heated egg competition in years. From Peggy Williams Field at Ithaca College in beautiful Ithaca, New York, I'm your host, Ram Kelly. Good night.